So, in order to give a better picture or idea about the Earth plates, let me give you the simple example. Have you ever seen these puzzles? So you have each block of puzzle, when you join them together, you are able to build a picture. So here you see this entire thing. It's not a one single piece, even though it looks like one piece, but they are actually small fragments like this, which are all joined together to form this structure. So in a very similar way, here also you have each of these plates. And so these are all plates, and many such plates are joined together to form the outer surface of the crust. So this is what has formed here. So each plate is denoted in a different color. You can see this is a Pacific plate, this is a South American plate, this is an Arabic plate, this is an Indian plate here. Similarly, you have so many different plates, and each of these plates are in continuous motion. That means the plates are not static. The plates are also moving with respect to each other. Now, there are many plates present on Earth. Maybe approximately 15 large plates have already been shown in this picture itself, which you see here. Now, you might ask, how are these plates moving? Why are they moving? Um, uh, you know that Earth itself is not at rest, right? Earth is also rotating, it's revolving. So, what is there which is taking the plates to move? Now, as I mentioned before, if you look at the structure of Earth, you will see that inside the Earth there is a lot of heat. You saw how high the temperatures were. The temperatures were almost more than 5,000, 6,000 degrees Celsius. So there is so much of heat inside the Earth. And this heat is responsible for the movement of the plates. And these plates, while moving, sometimes they collide with each other. And these collisions of plates results in earthquakes. So that is the main cause behind earthquakes. Now the question is, how are these plates moving? Now, since inside the earth you have a lot of heat, and this heat develops water current. It's something like, suppose you are having water here, and you put this water over a stove on a stove, and in water you have placed two wooden blocks. Now, when you switch on the stove, what happens? Heat is supplied to the water. So as a result, what will happen? Water starts evaporating and water current develops, right? So in a similar way here also, from inside the earth, a lot of heat comes out from the core, and this heat results in the development of water currents, and these water currents, they flow towards the surface of the earth and again back down. So it's like water currents keep on moving from interior of the earth, because the core has a maximum temperature. So from here the maximum heat comes, which results in water current. Water current goes towards the surface, again the water current comes back, and this cycle continues. So the core is like a, you can say it's like a stove, and here store supplies heat. Same happens in case of core is supplying heat, and the mantle, that is the middle layer, which is the thickest layer and which is also a kind of a liquid. So the liquid mantle is nothing but the water that keeps rotating. It's like that. So now with this movement, what happens? See, when the water here starts evaporating, water current starts, movement of water starts, what happens? These wooden blocks, they will start moving, they will move in these directions. Same happens in case of earth. Now with this movement, what happens due to the water currents? When the water that is moving, here water is nothing but the mantle actually, so basically the mantle is moving. So when mantle is having such mantle is having so much of movement, so obviously this movement is going to impact the plates, right? Because the plates are located just above the mantle. So due to these water movements, due to this water current, the plates tends to move. So the plates are like kind of floating on the liquid mantle. So when the liquid mantle is undergoing movement, so the plates will also undergo movement. So because of this, the plates are moving. And when the plates are moving, so there are so many plates. So when plates are moving, there are chances they will collide with each other. And whenever they collide with each other, that results in earthquake. So basically, this is how the earth plates are moving.